What is going on, guys? Tony here from AdCopy AI, and in this training video, I'm going to be showing you the exact copy frameworks that we use to write effective, high-caliber copy that gets us more clicks and conversions, and more importantly than anything else, allows us to spend millions per year annually in profitable Facebook ad spend. Beyond that, even our own users are reaping the benefits of this, as we have our own AI software that thousands of users use and lean on in order to write high caliber copy for more clicks and conversions in their campaigns. So long story short, this stuff works. So let's dive right into it with the HIC, or Hook, Inform, and Convert method, which is a part of our standard operating procedures that we use when we're brainstorming or coming up with any sorts of new ideas, and stuff that we've even taught our own AI to follow as a pure framework and what we're always looking for, right? So in this video, I'm gonna be providing you different frameworks that you could literally carbon copy from start to finish, and after you watch this video, or even while you're watching this video, come up with different ways that you could copyright in a more effective manner, and more than anything else, get you more clicks and conversions, right? So step number one, and most importantly, is developing powerful hooks. Without this, you have nothing. You could have the greatest offer or the greatest landing page that you've ever worked on in your entire career, but if you can never hook in your customer and get their attention in the first place, nothing else really matters. So we have to focus on step one. And these are a few different hooks that we actually use in our own copy frameworks. And on the next page, I'm actually going to show you a few more. One of our first and most powerful hooks that we use is a question. So this is something that the reader will likely have interest in or an opinion on. And also, when it comes to these hooks, what you want to think of, this is what you're leading and pretty much utilizing as your primary way to capture their attention, and what you're leaning into with the initial part of your primary text copy, your headline. But hooks also carry over into your creatives themselves, right? So think about your hooks as like the overarching angle that you're taking for that specific ad, right? So leaning in with this and a question hook, right? Does sleeping through the night feel nearly impossible, right? And there are a lot of people that can relate with that specific symptom or issue or something that has caused them lots of discomfort. So you could capture a lot of attention from your ideal customer if that is who you're targeting, whether you're selling a sleep aid, a pillow, a comforter, an 8 sleep, something that helps you, generally just sleep better, right? So this is what you want to lean into, and start with a question that targets more so than anything else, something that would have their intrigue or gain their interest, right? Next, we can go with a statement. So this could be a bold or surprising statement that grabs their attention. So like, this nightly routine will change your life. That's a pretty bold statement to say that you're going to change someone's life just based off of a nightly routine, right? So utilizing stuff like that is another way that you can capture someone's attention, and a great hook that you could utilize. Next, we have anecdotal hooks. So this is using a personal story to engage the reader or trigger an emotional connection. Now, when we're writing a lot of copy, or when we're trying to think of different ways to ideate, people are always thinking about, what are the benefits or the selling points or the bonuses that I could shove down people's throat. That's not always the most effective way to resonate with every single consumer. Sometimes you want to have a story resonate with them. And quite frankly, having some of this mid to long form anecdotal style sorts of copy is super effective for getting people to understand and also feel heard, right? They want to feel understood and heard about their issues and relate to something or another person's story that sounds similar to their specific situation. So here's an example here. My wife called me in a panic. Our dog had to go to the vet again for another diagnosis. And then a little ellipses, and you can continue your story. But you can imagine that there are lots of dog owners who have probably had those uncomfortable moments where they're up in arms or worried about the well-being of their pet, right? And sometimes it becomes a continuous worry, or something that happens over and over again. You can't figure out something that's going on with your dog, and it's frustrating, right? Same if you were a parent to a child, or when you have that motherly or parental connection, that's something that is very deep that people can connect to, and more than anything else, a lot of people endure or go through, right? So utilizing something like that could be a way to really resonate with your reader and have them digging into the copy to read more, and reading carefully more than anything else, right? So if you want more hooks, we've got them. Don't worry. Next, we have our statistical hook, right? So this is very straightforward. Data or statistics to make a point and grab attention. So over 70% of writers make this deathly mistake. So if you're a writer or someone who is intrigued in writing, I'm sure you're going to continue reading a little bit more to understand that you don't fall within that 70 percentile of people who are making what seems to be a pretty serious mistake, right? So next, we have desired results. This is one of the greatest ways to really get people's attention, is because you're painting a crystal clear picture of what their dream outcome would be, ideally after you place your product in their hands, right? So an example would be trying on the pants you've always loved and can finally fit into again. You've reclaimed your old self. So obviously this has to do more with weight loss. So a lot of people struggle with, old items of clothing that they may not have fit into after gaining weight. So painting that picture for them to fit back into that pair of jeans that they had when they were 25 or when they were even 30 or 40 pounds lighter is something that sounds like an actual dream outcome to people who are looking to lose weight. So this is a great way to go ahead and capture their attention and continue reading for more. And if you want more hooks like this, I can actually send you some more info is down below this video, but without any further ado, we're going to go over to step 2, which is informing, right? So now that we have our prospects' attention, it's time to indoctrinate them a little bit further, okay? So we want to inform them towards their desired outcome. And when we're doing so, we can do it in a few different ways. First, we have data. We could provide them with education, research, studies, or even facts about our product. So such as 70% of doctors recommend X. Furthermore, we have natural ingredients, we're made in the USA, stuff that really backs and builds up your product more than anything else, right? So another one would be even social proof, okay? So this could be testimonials, reviews, or results trusted by over 100,000 happy customers. Well, that sounds pretty, I would say, safe to invest in if I was going to try out a product. If 100,000 other people have really liked this product, that's a huge piece of social proof that I could really back. Also, ratings on Trustpilot, G2, social proof and social acceptance from other people is huge, okay? And that's one way to get people to sort of get that herd mentality and also feel comfortable in making an actual purchasing decision. Next, we have opportunity cost. What is the price of passing on this product, right? So don't go another day with or without, depending on whatever you're trying to sell and how you're spinning it. Let's say back pain, or don't go another day without, the best back brace so that you can ensure that you don't have that back pain. There's a lot of different ways that you could spin that, but you want to let them know what are they passing up by not taking you up on this offer and making it as irresistible as possible, okay? And like we covered before, storytelling. We want to relate to your prospect. This is one thing that you could dive into more of the body of your text when you're informing them. This is after you've captured their attention, of course, and you have a lot more to do and inform them on and ensure that you are building that trust and rapport with your prospect. So waking up with back pain every day had me feeling hopeless, right? So this is going more into that anecdotal hook and aligning with that first step and that hook more than anything else, right? Next, we want to convert these people. So we're sealing the deal with a bulletproof call to action. So starting off with number 1, a time close, right? So the offer ends after a certain amount of time. This is one of the most common ones that are out there. Let's say, 40% discount ends at midnight. This is something that's good, not one of my favorites, but it's one that you could use very easily. Next, I love this one, which is a security or risk removal, right? What you're doing is giving them the opportunity to try something without any risk. Let's say it's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. No questions asked. We'll give you your money back if you're not absolutely blown away by the results of the product, right? Another would be scarcity. And one of the best ones, in my opinion, is leaning into what's available or what can be fulfilled, right? One example could be if you're running an agency or a high ticket program, maybe you can only serve a few different people. Maybe you have a bespoke service that's very meticulous and you can't serve many people at once. You could actually lean into what may be perceived as a weakness as a strength, right? We can only take on 5 clients per week. So if you want to jump in, now's your time to do it before we end up filling up our books, right? So having those sorts of constraints on your business isn't always a weakness. You could go ahead and spin it into something positive, right? So another one would be, we only made 100 shirts. So once they're gone forever. And that's more so on what's available, right? Next, we have the money close, right? Invalidating their objection of price. Another way to go about this would be understanding, what is the opportunity cost of actually passing up on your specific offer. One example could be they could spend 10 times more trying to figure it out on their own. Or you could say, you know what, our price point is high, but the reason is because we make a quality product and we deliver results for people that try our stuff, right? So making sure that people feel confident and secure and understanding why they should be spending the money, that you're removing the risk, they have some degree of security, and that honestly, the clock is ticking and they have to jump in at some point or another, is a huge point for you to go ahead and close with strong CTAs, right? So if you want more info and more hooks just like this, check out below this very video. And I hope that you're able to derive some good value on how we're able to go ahead and build really strong copy frameworks like we do here at AdCopy AI. And we will also be having another training video, so be on the lookout for that. And I'll be catching you guys in the next one. This is Tony signing off from AdCopy AI, and I'll be talking to you soon.